Imagine a world where, like, blindness could be cured with technology. I mean, it sounds crazy, right? But that's what Neuralink is trying to do with this blindsight thing. We're going to, dive into all this wild research today. It's seriously blowing my mind.
Yeah, it's definitely pushing the limits of what we thought was possible.
So basically, Neuralink wants to put this tiny little device, directly into the brain.
Right. It's a microelectrode array, and it goes into the visual cortex, the part that processes sight.
And these electrodes, they're thinner than a hair. It's mind-boggling.
Yeah, they're designed to interact with, individual neurons.
So we're talking about going way, way down to the neuron level here.
Yeah.
And the idea is to connect this implant to a camera, right?
Exactly. The camera basically becomes the new eye, sending visual information straight to the brain.
Wow. So it's like giving your brain a brand new set of eyes, even if your actual eyes don't work.
That's the goal. But, the brain is a lot more complicated than a computer. You can't just plug and play with something as intricate as vision.
That's true. But Elon Musk seems pretty gung-ho about all this. He's even saying that blindsight could let people see things that, we can't normally see, like infrared and ultraviolet light. How wild is that?
Yeah, that's where things get really interesting.
It's like opening up a whole new dimension of reality. Imagine what colors would look like.
Right. Or what if we could perceive things that are totally invisible to us now?
It's both exciting and kind of scary,
Totally. And it makes you think, is Neuralink just restoring sight, or are they redefining it?
That's a good question.
But we have to remember, second sight. They were working on a similar bionic eye. And it didn't really work out. They had all these problems.
Oh, yeah, I remember hearing about that. What happened?
They had trouble, translating the visual data from the camera into something that the brain could actually, understand and use to build a picture. So the resolution was bad. The clarity just wasn't there. It wasn't what people were hoping for.
Yeah. I mean, the brain is incredibly complex. It's probably the most complex thing we know of.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that it's not easy to replicate.
Exactly. And that's why, even though Neuralink is doing amazing things, we have to be cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, it's important to keep things in perspective. But on that note, Neuralink does have a pretty impressive track record with brain-computer interfaces already.
Definitely. Especially their work with helping paralyzed people.
Right, like with people who have lost the ability to move their limbs. It's amazing.
It's incredible. They've had some success allowing people to control computers and even robotic arms just by thinking about it.
It's like something out of science fiction, but it's really happening.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me think that maybe, just maybe, blindsight has a real shot.
Yeah. I mean, if they can crack the code on vision, even partially, it could revolutionize how we treat blindness.
Absolutely.
But I think it goes even beyond medicine, Imagine the applications in education, communication, even entertainment.
It's really hard to grasp the full potential of all this. It could change everything. So as we wrap up here, it really makes you wonder, if Neuralink can actually make this happen, what else might be possible? What other limits are we going to break down? It's pretty exciting to think about.